Loads of it. That's what we're talking about today. Do you remember old TV? The olden days of TV. Remember all the shit they used to have on? You see some shit on now, you know, you don't get a good, The Chase or Pointless or any of that. I mean, you can get all that right there on the one fucking channel, which is Channel 5, I think, which is strange. I'll say, because I thought Channel 5, all they fucking did was, here's Big Brother 2010 revisited, and now here's a Hollyoaks omnibus. And now here's a murder documentary about a woman that wanted to rape her husband and then decided to kill him. Strange. But like, do you ever get up early in the morning and you miss all the good ones? Early up in the morning where there's no specks of ray shining in through your window. There's no joy in your heart. You're fucking bored or hungover. At 4 o'clock in the morning, you turn on the TV thinking, fuck, I'm sure there'll be a repeat of Friends on. There has to be a repeat of Friends on. What am I confronted with? Nothing but hardcore pornography. Yeah, you heard that right. 4 o'clock in the morning, hardcore shit comes out. Hardcore shit. And they measure it too. These babe stations and shit that you come across at 2 in the morning. You know, I don't know the names of them. You know, not that I'd be into any of them fucking phone sex things. Why would I know the names of the fucking phone sex things? But I can tell you the names of the wee girls. There's Roxy Lloyd. There's Honey Scott. There's Vicky Peach. There's Faraday Strict. They're all on Expanded, but sometimes migrate over to Babe Station. But anyway, I wouldn't be interested in filth like that. I remember when I was younger, Christmas Day. I used to always get up early in the morning when I was younger, you know. Bicky run normally, although I had Bickies. When I was younger, I used to get a big pack of Bickies, a nice pack of custard and creams or something. And I figured, well, you know, I've been learning a lot in science recently. It's about the time of the year now where the Bickies are going to be migrating. So I figured, what do Bickies do when they migrate? They hibernate. So there's nests all around this place. Fuck knows where they are now. They've been hibernating for years now. I wouldn't fancy them. Every now and then I smell that rich tea. Just smell it somewhere in here. I know it's here somewhere. I knew I couldn't leave the Bickies on their own for more than a fucking year. They'd all fuck off, and as that they do fucking photosynthesize, some shit like that. You know, 4 in the morning when I was a child was my wake up time. And waking up at 4 in the morning means 2 things. It means, one, you're going to be stuck that way for a while, and you're probably going to have diabetes if you don't fucking cut it out, because getting up in the morning for me involved nothing but sugar. Not sugary items, just sugar. Sugar in a cup, sugar with a spoon, sugar in a glass. Maybe I'll make some hot sugar, you know? And that's what I lived on in them early mornings. And one morning, that fateful Christmas Eve night, you know what the crack is in Christmas Eve? You can't get to sleep. I can't get to sleep now, because I know Christmas is a time for arsons and burglaries, but I can't get to sleep now because all the weed that I'm growing in the upstairs attic, you see all the frost burning off it every morning. Fuck's sake. Come out, all the other houses are frosty. Oh no, not their house. I wonder what they're up to. Well, guess what? Guess what? They're geraniums. Geraniums. They're good for your body. Ain't nothing wrong with me growing geraniums in my fucking attic, is there? If you expect me to grow them outside and get snow all over them? Plants don't like snow Everyone fucking knows that. But so I wake up on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I wake up technically. At 3 o'clock in the morning. This was normal for me at the time when I was about 7, 8. And I scrolled through to that one glorious, glorious station. Television Acts. As you can guess from the title, Television Acts is a shopping website, actually. Create and craft, all that sort of things. It's really quite helpful, actually, if you want to get some discounted good gear from some beautifully manufactured organisations. Price Drop TV, you know, Ideal World. So that's exactly what I go to. Television Acts. And what do I know? It's nothing like that. It's nothing like any of these channels I thought it was. Turns out, it's pretty damn vulgar. These women's all dressed in their nippy nothings, and people sticking their you know, their packers right up into their cunts, you know. And I mean, you know, I don't like to wake up every day and see a phallus fucking a vaginal cunt like that. It can be a bit depressing. Then again, when an opportunity like that comes my way, it's not going to be the only thing coming in any direction. Something's going to come my way, something's going to come from my way, over this wall, and possibly my stomach, which is never good. Or my chin, that's happened before. You know, we've all been there. Don't fucking judge me, we've all been there. This morning I got up, my usual routine, by 4 or 5. I get downstairs. What's waiting for me when I get downstairs? The TV. I get the TV on. I'm not allowed to. If I open my presents too early, I'm fucked. My ma comes downstairs and sees me playing all that. I'm doomed. I'm doomed, man. That's a no-go. You don't open your presents that early on Christmas Day, young boy. Put a bit more fucking effort into it than that. So, I watch the TV. What's on the TV at that time? Oh, you know, Dickinson's Real Deal, probably. Oh, I haven't seen that fucking episode of Storage Wars before. Yeah, thanks for that, Dave. Because Dave, he's a nice guy. I like that he's got his own channel and all. But he's not a funny guy, that guy, Dave. Assuming he's the one that posts all the shit for them, and this better not be cold. Holy fuck, that's cold. That's the coldest coffee I've ever drank. And I've drank some damn cold coffees. But yeah, so I finished my marathon of Dickinson's Real Deal. Then I watched the Hollyoaks Omnibus, which seems to be, oh, here's a catch-up of Hollyoaks for all you drug addicts and just being back from an assault kind of people. That seems to be the audience they're going for. Even Antiques Roadshow, I didn't know them fucking cunts would come home that time in the morning. They're into Antiques. Let me fucking get all that guy here. Get it on, you know what it is. What are we looking to stick on? Davey, you know what I'm looking to stick on. Fuck's sake. Look. You'll be on channel 2, stick him on, you'll know from all the time. It's David Dickinson. Stick on Dickinson's Real Deal. Oh, I love David Dickinson so fucking much. Anyway, you go through all that, all their horrific fan base, till you get to the real stuff. Television Acts. I'm thinking, go and get a wee bit extra television out of this one. People copulating. People copulating. So I sat down, got out the old fucking corkscrew, the old fucking Sammy Hagar popping out of the pocket. I let him out. The red bandit comes out of his pouch. He starts getting the fucking bait. Just bait. Bait lifeless over this shitty. They never showed any up-to-date porn things, you know. Oh, I may as well give a bit of backstory. This shit isn't on all the time. There's a time period between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning where you can watch some pretty action, you know. I seen a guy and a girl bucking in a barn and stuff like that. They always say, oh, it's kinky and it's romantic and all. And it's romantic until you have to pick fucking bales of fucking wheat or whatever the fuck they feed cows out of your hole. Fucking pulling them out of your job side left, right and centre. It's not hygienic. It's not. People always think that, like, bucking in a barn, it must be really romantic. You see, when I buck, I have to say, there's nothing that I like more than an enclosed shed of an environment filled with horse and pig shit to the brim. Sexy gal, you know how to do me. You know how to do me. I'm sitting here and I'm watching this television acts, and I think to myself, wait a minute. It's Christmas. It's Christmas and I'm watching television acts. So I kind of just felt a bit bad. I mean, Jesus, I didn't know at that point if I believed in God or not, but I wasn't going to take any fucking risks. That's a bad one, that. Do not be watching, do not be giving yourself a dirty Albert while I'm trying to fucking get my new Converse on here, mate. He's up in heaven. New chinos, new Converse. He's flying, because God lets him open his Christmas presents at fucking midnight. He goes, work away, big son. Work away, you've earned them this year. And he goes mental. And I'm sure he'd be a bit annoyed at, a birthday present like that on his behalf. Yeah. It was just one of them years, you know. You get a bit crazy with something, you think, well, Jesus, like this, and it ruined Christmas, to be honest with you. Yeah. There's nothing worse at Christmas time than a young boy who somehow managed to get his phallus stuck in between the two sofa cushions. Still though, I got an Xbox, so I think Santa's alright with it. Maybe I'll do it again next year. We'll set up a thing. We'll set up a thing next year. Give me a buzz next year, bye. See you then.